there will be absolutely no rules on this show. I've never had a problem expressing my opinions or thoughts.
Welcome to the Behind the Boards show.
And we're not going to fabricate ourselves in hopes to please everybody.
New episodes every week. Featuring Nick, Taylor, and Tyler.
But make no mistake, we are not here to make enemies, but to make conversation.
The Behind the Boards show starts in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Behind the Boards. I am your host. I'm here with my co-host Tyler.
Hey!
Unfortunately, Taylor is still unable to record with us. Like I said last time, it might be a little while. We wish him the best. We are not going to waste any time getting into this episode. We do have some bonus episodes planned. We don't know if it's actually going to happen. There's a high possibility. But, like I said, we're wasting no time. We're going to get right into this. Typically, we open up with the football stuff, but right now, there's not much hockey stuff going on. I believe we did the same thing for the previous episode.
We did.
My memory yeah, I thought so. My memory she's leaving me. Evander Kane, Oilers. Honestly, I could give a fuck. This is pretty much the only news that's going on right now, and McDavid really said the same thing. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, there was the thing with Kodak Black too. He wasn't actually
he wasn't
doing anything. There was a video that came up like right beside. It was just like a very, 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 very ironically inappropriate dance.
Yes,
I wish it was true because that would have been hilarious. but yeah, yeah. Honestly, I think it was. I don't even know who the GM of the Oilers is.
Ken Holland. He was the old GM of the Red Wings before. That's why there's ties to him possibly getting Babcock. That's why people keep saying he's going to get Babcock because he's worked with him before.
Might be
yeah,
good.
but I don't really want to get into that because like it's just speculation and stuff. The Oilers are trash. So they're not playing that well anyways. So, but Evander Kane is apparently being spoken to.
Yeah.
Which I think is wild.
Hey, if they want to give him what they're calling a second chance, sure, go ahead.
Yeah, a second chance, just like the Buffalo Sabres gave him a second chance, and the San Jose Sharks gave him a second chance, and now this is what, his fourth chance?
Yep, and then no doubtedly there's going to be another chance coming from the Oilers. Hey, that's fine. Honestly, if they think he's going to be that much of a difference, go nuts. What I would do though, tread lightly, I guess.
Is it something that they need? Absolutely. They
don't be giving them $7 million though.
They can't.
$6
They can't.
Or $5 million, or $4 million, or $3 million. I'd be giving them barely 2.1.
No, they're only going to give him. They're only going to give him probably something like League Min. So like a mil. Because he's still got that situation going on with San Jose. He might still get paid out by some of his contract for that. But yeah, he's only going to sign for the rest of the year so that he can get his legs going, show teams that he can actually still play, and then next season he'll probably, if he does even sign with Edmonton, he'll probably sign somewhere else for the new season if anybody wants him. I wouldn't take him, but as we saw in the offseason that we were all convinced that Tony DeAngelo wasn't going to get a job, and here he is playing in Carolina. So people get second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth chances in this league, and it needs to stop. But my opinion is just my opinion. I'm just some dude living in London, Ontario. So
I feel like too. Who gives a fuck?
Honestly,
if they want to fuck it up, sure, let them do it. I don't give a fuck about hockey, and that's what I want to get into next.
Neither do I.
My point here is very evident, and I think it happened unironically with Tyler throughout the last week of regular season football, week 18, which was great. There's a lot to talk about. I know Tyler wants to talk about some things. There's a lot I need to say. A lot of things I'm very confused about. A lot of things I'm very happy for. And a lot of things that I'm not necessarily... Yeah, you know what? I am angry about one thing, and we're going to get into it, and I'm sure everyone fucking knows exactly what I'm going to fucking say. But so much has happened over the course of the last week with the regular season coming to a close. For example, the fucking Miami Dolphins steamrolled the Patriots, then fired their head coach. What the fuck? The Pittsburgh Steelers make it to the playoffs with Big Ben once again, making Mike Tomlin's dynasty even more fantastic, even more cemented in this franchise.
Going into this game, Pittsburgh had a 4% chance of making the playoffs, and the Colts had a 91% chance of making the playoffs.
Oh yeah, but let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Jesus.
Listen, I'm going to admit, and Tyler can attest to this because we watched this game together, I wanted the Steelers to win, and I wanted the Steelers in the playoffs.
Yep.
I wanted it one last time with Big Ben. And I think it had to do with watching his last game. It got very real for me. Like I said before, I grew up watching him. It was a very emotional end of week 17. I feel like it would have been perfect and it would have been fitting if by chance week 18 ended in a home game for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But unfortunately it didn't. Now, listen. As much as I admitted that I wanted the Steelers in the playoffs one last time, I didn't expect the Colts to get absolutely fucking destroyed by the fucking Jacksonville Jaguars once again. Listen, the Jacksonville Jaguars, how in the absolute fuck? I was watching this team this year, okay, the Colts, watching Jonathan Taylor, an MVP candidate, okay? 2 top 100 players on the offensive line. Carson Wentz. Now, is he a franchise player? Maybe before. But what he did on week 18 against the Jacksonville Jaguars is he executed what it looks like to be a street league quarterback fantastically. This fucking quarterback makes $30 million paychecks, okay? The thought of me thinking the Colts not making the playoffs was nowhere in sight, okay? Beating the Patriots, the Bills, and then a fucking shit show of a team with a bunch of fucking clowns in the audience talking shit about the owner, getting trivia questions. All of a sudden, the trivia questions comes up in front of everybody, and they say,
you pick A, B, or C.
Pick A, B, or C, and they go C.
Or
why
D.
can't I think of his name?
Fire Belky.
Yeah, Fire Bulky.
Bulky, yeah.
Not even part of the fucking question. Okay?
I love sports.
Owners.
This is amazing.
Owners getting... Oh, yeah. Absolutely. The fucking owner is getting clowned on social media. Fans talking shit about their own program. A fucking plane flew over top with a sign that said Clown Town. Hashtag Clown Town. The Colts. MVP candidate. Multiple Pro Bowlers. A Defensive Player of the Year candidate, and they lost.
By,
what the fuck?
For... the score doesn't even really show it and give it justice either, because the Colts did score after, but for most of the game it was 23-3 for Jacksonville. The Colts never had a chance. The thing that blows my mind is this team could have closed out and secured a playoff spot in week 17. But they lost. Then they come into this game. And they barely even play.
Yep. What I need to ask is, what is going on with Frank Wright? People say, hard to play down there. No, the fuck it isn't. Okay? You got the number 1 pick again. But the fucking defensive line on the Jaguars made a fucking mockery of the offensive line on the Colts. I literally joked and tweeted to the NFL commish saying, hey, boss, either this fucking D-line is the best in the league or they need to be fucking drug tested immediately. Dude, it felt like an interception after interception after interception after interception was happening. It looked like fucking Wentz never watched film in his entire fucking life. He looked fucking horrible. The other thing I need to bring up, and Tyler, I know you want to say something here. Give me a second. The other thing, why wasn't Ellinger brought in? What? Why? Okay, I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna let you continue.
I don't
want you to lose thought.
There's a thing, like, I know, like, you and I were both, like, catching updates of that game as it was happening and stuff. So we weren't really watching the game play by play.
Well, we did watch it after the second half. I think we watched it play by play afterwards.
We did a bit. I know we had the Steelers. Both of us had the Steelers game on for most of the morning there. But according to statistics and stuff like that, there was only one interception by Wentz. But it looked like there was, like, every single time he threw, boom, Jaguars catch. Boom, Jaguars catch. There was one interception and one fumble, and I don't understand what game we were watching.
Maybe they kept showing the same highlight, and I wasn't fully paying attention.
Right.
But it just, from what they were showing throughout the game of the Steelers, because obviously the Steelers needed to secure the playoff win against the Ravens, but they also needed to have the Colts lose. So they were obviously keeping up with that game throughout the game. I mean, we all fucking know. We all fucking watch. Yeah. I don't know if they kept showing the same play over and over again. Maybe it was just incompletes that we were watching. I don't know, but it just felt like it was just constant. And I don't know what the fuck was going on. I remember at one point, I said, I don't even want to fucking watch the Steelers anymore at this point. I need to know what the fuck is going on with the fucking Colts. And the fact of the matter is here, why didn't the Colts fire Frank Reich on the Monday that just passed? This is hilarious to me. I mean, the Jaguars looked fucking fantastic. I'm sure if there was another 12 weeks of football, they're probably just getting in their fucking groove. I'm sure every fucking Colts fan is seeing red.
Oh my god.
It's fucking loud for Frank Reich on the internet right now. The Colts literally lost to a fucking circus act. To put it in perspective of how bad Wentz was. Okay, a perfect QBR is 100. Sorry, I know sometimes I bring up stats and I don't... Okay, QBR is the quarterback rating, the overall quarterback rating. So a perfect one is 100. An average is 50. Not 70, not fucking whatever. It's 50. Carson Wentz against the worst football team in the league posted a fucking 4.4. Why wasn't Ellinger put in? I'm not even a fucking Colts fan and I'm fucking pissed off about this. Out of all the fucking coaches that was fired over the week, how wasn't Reich? He's now saying he's not going to open up about one player and then end up talking about everyone else because he's been getting asked questions as to whether or not Carson Wentz is their guy. Okay? So it's confusing as to what exactly is going on there with the Colts and Carson. So honestly, I mean, anything can happen at this point. Frank was with Carson at North Dakota State. So they were literally, like, he literally said, hey, I know this guy. I fucking coached this kid. Let's fucking do this. So are they still sitting side by side in the car as they drive down this road throughout the Colts? Who the fuck knows? Are they making any poor fucking decisions behind the scenes? Whispering to each other? Maybe checking their phones and not paying fucking attention? Because it seems like, being an outsider, not even a fan of the Colts, that this car's driving 150 kilometers an hour and they're headed off a fucking cliff. Okay? I'm thinking that maybe Reich didn't mention anything because, well, I mean, look, last time with the whole Phillip Rivers situation, he said, yeah, Phillip Rivers is our guy, so whatever. I mean, he came flat out and said it. But this time he didn't. So maybe Reich didn't say anything to maybe set a fire under Wentz's ass. I mean, there's just so much even more to talk about. I mean, fucking Flores gone, Nagy gone, Zimmer gone, Fangio out. A lot of big time fucking news. Congrats to the Steelers though, who got into the playoffs for the Colts.
I mean, it was the game to watch at the beginning of the day.
It was definitely the game to begin. It was definitely the game to be watching at the beginning.
Because like I
you
started
were
off
watching that 1 o'clock game.
Like if you remember, like I started off, I was watching the Green Bay game, and I'm sitting here watching it, and I'm like, why am I watching this?
Yeah, there wasn't really too much playoff implication in that game.
And so I looked through the other games that were available. I looked through the other games that were available, and I was like, yeah, I might as well just watch the same game that he's watching.
Yeah. But yeah, congrats to the Steelers, though, who got into the playoffs for the Colts losing to fucking Clown Town. On to the Steelers, though. TJ Watt matched the record for 22.5 sacks. Technically, he should have had 23.5,
Yep.
but the play was already dead. Sure, whatever, fine, I'll let it fucking go. He's matched with Strahan now, which is great. Yeah, the Watt family, oh my god, the amount of fucking talent that comes out of there is absolutely insane. Mike Tomlin and the Steelers, like I said, get a win, and they were vibing in the locker room. Ooh. It was awesome to watch. So like I said, the Steelers making it to the playoffs came down to the fact that the Colts had to lose and the Raiders and the Chargers couldn't tie. Here's the thing, though. The fucking Raiders and Chargers situation is even more fucking weird to me. Okay?
What a wild finish to the season.
Dude, it didn't even make any sense. Staley calls a timeout. Next thing we know, Raiders win. Okay? Allegedly, a conversation happened after that we couldn't hear the audio of, but we did see a video where the long snapper is talking to Eckler after the game, and they were supposedly saying, hey, they were thinking about running the clock and taking a knee, bing, bang, boom, we both make it to the playoffs. But you guys called a timeout with 38 seconds. Josh Jacobs, boom! Raiders in. Chargers out. 38 seconds left. On the 39.
So many
about
people.
A 57-yard field goal attempt. That could have possibly happened. Daniel Carson, one of the best kickers in the game. I mean, I'm sure they could have probably gone either way. Like, hey, if he makes it, cool. If he doesn't, we still make it. Apparently, the plan was if they didn't gain any yards, they would have let the clock run. If they did gain yards, they would have kicked a safe field goal. All I know is that entire day was fucking weird. It was weird.
January football. You said it last show, and we're gonna say it again. I mean,
January football
Chargers
is
went
so fucking exciting.
Chargers went 6 for 7 on fourth down attempts, including a 23-yard gain on a 21-4. Like a fourth down and like what?
Yeah, I'm shocked
Who
at how
attempts that play. The Chargers, apparently.
I mean, it's been done before.
And then you get the
out of
2-point
out of the
conversion
ordinary,
to tie it up at the end of the game. I don't know if you saw, Justin Herbert was seen saying, "I've never wanted to tie so bad in my life" during overtime.
Yeah, I did. He did. Honestly, Justin Herbert played great fucking football this year.
Unreal.
Throughout the entire year, not just week 18.
Not just this game. The
but
whole
he
year.
played great throughout the entire year. I really believe if any of those two should have made it, it probably should have been the Chargers. I would have loved to see Herbert in the playoffs. Honestly, I feel kind of bad for him because he played such good football this year that it was actually kind of sad in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, hey.
Did you see that Mike Tomlin fell asleep during the game?
He fell asleep during the game?
Mike Tomlin fell asleep before the end of the game. Before the end of the Vegas game. He was watching it and he fell asleep.
That is hilarious.
So many. Another thing too is so many people had placed bets on Jacksonville winning and Vegas in this game, like in this game tying. People could have put down, I don't know, $50 bets and won thousands of dollars if this game tied.
Wow.
People were a second away from making thousands of dollars. Vegas was shaking.
Staley's fault. All right.
All the sports books were shaking. I have a question here before we move on. Are the Raiders the playoff team that overcame the most this season?
Are they the playoff team that overcame the most this season?
Yeah. So you've got the coach.
In what aspect do you think?
So you've got the coach that resigns at the beginning of the season because of homophobic and misogynistic comments that come out.
Yeah.
Then you've also got Ruggs 3 and his situation, and Damon Arnett getting released after the gun video.
See, here's the thing. I think partly you're right. I think if it was just us two, I'd probably say you're right. But I think the implications, and I don't want to make it seem like bigger than it is, but technically it is, the situation with Antonio Brown and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I know that's a small thing, but like I said last episode, this goes much more deeper and wider than we know. This isn't about someone just having a fit, a meltdown, a breakdown, whatever. There's some big fucking allegations being thrown right now.
Yeah.
I think overall you are probably right. And I'm going to also say too, the Raiders have the worst fucking luck when it comes to players like that.
Yeah. I've always
which is
known,
why
I've always known of the Raiders, even when they were in Oakland, as like a team that just never could catch a break with players just being adults. Or their coaches, like,
which is one reason why I want to. I think I may have mentioned this before in the past. I don't know. It sounds very deja vu-ish when I'm thinking about it, but I don't know if I mentioned it on the podcast. I know I've said it before in like my personal life. These players make a lot more money than your average hockey player, or I mean, sometimes baseball players. I would say maybe baseball players make a little bit more.
They do make a lot of money.
They do make a lot of money. It's fucking weird. But I think with how short the span is, you can you can fuck up your life very quickly in the NFL. I mean, Antonio Brown, for example.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he wasn't as amazing as a player as he was, he would be fucking gone and be done by now. I think there needs to be something, and maybe this is a good thing for the NHL too. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we all fucking know. We've all seen the comments. I'm not that invested, and I'm not that knowledgeable when it comes to hockey, which is why I wanted both Taylor and Tyler on the podcast, because I wanted to learn more about hockey through them. But I think there should be something in the NFL Player Association that when people come to the league, and especially with like, I don't want to say high delinquent team, but I guess that's kind of what it is with like the Oakland/Las Vegas Raiders, where there's so much issues. I don't know what it is, but have things set up in place to protect your players, to keep your investments, to make sure, and I don't even mean investments as a player, but investments as a GM, investments as an owner. Like, hey, you're paying these players millions of dollars and they're fucking it up.
You brought this on the show before, yeah. I remember you talking about this. Yeah. I think it was actually during the Ruggs 3 discussion that you had.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I think there needs to be something in place. There definitely needs to be something in place. So, since I've already talked about it, I'm not going to continue. What I think then is that it's probably between the Bucs and the Raiders. It might be very close. And I know that the Bucs thing is, a very quick thing. It's, one and done. But also Antonio Brown is a big part of that team.
Yeah.
And plus, there's some very important people that we all, know that's on the Buccaneers that are, I don't know, I fucking forget his name.
Tom Brady?
No. Imagine. I forget his name. What the fuck is his name?
Oh, what's that guy's name?
Godwin. So because Godwin is out, Chris Godwin is out, and now they don't have Antonio Brown.
Is that another one of their receivers?
It is, yes.
Yeah, I was going to say, I heard something recently this week, I think, about Tampa Bay being out now with Antonio Brown out, 2 key wide receivers.
It's going to be tough. Like, people
make
don't
it
realize how
difficult for them to
important
win.
wide receivers are. Like, especially someone for like Tom Brady. Yeah, sure, you can say whatever the fuck you want. Whatever the fuck you want about Tom Brady. Yeah, sure, he throws short snaps. You know, cool, awesome. You know, he short balls. You know, Gronkowski, fucking whoever. It doesn't matter. Either way, those are important players. That's all I'm going to say to that. And so who really knows at this point? So the next thing I want to say, and again, guys, this is leading into something. So bear fucking with me. Okay. Brian Flores got fired.
Who was this? Which coach of which team is this?
Head coach of the Miami Dolphins.
Okay.
8 out of 9. 8 out of 9. Remember that fucking record. 8 out of their last 9. Apparently had to do with Flores and Greer and a power trip. Okay? There was some conflict going on. Greer has been on this fucking team for what? 25 fucking years? I think. Okay? And the amount of fucking coaches in and out of this program is fucking crazy. And now you get a decent season with Flores and drop him? Greer has made some fucking horrible decisions. You look at them and go, what is going on? Is this high school football? The situation with Tua and Fitzpatrick still fucking pisses me off. Okay? The noise situation is weird. Now he's playing fucking great in the Patriots. They got rid of him after paying him. He's playing great now in the Patriots. Horrible, horrible decision making. But they somehow find a groove, beat the Patriots, and up third in AFC East. Chris Greer, Stephen Ross. Both of the dumbest fucking people I think I've ever... No, they might be the second. Yeah, let's get rid of Van Noy after playing amazing for us. Sure. Yeah. See ya. Off to one of the best fucking teams in the league. See ya! Let's get rid of a coach who gave us back-to-back winning seasons. Are you fucking stupid? This is the very definition of old people being stuck in their stupid fucking ways. Dan Marino will never be back, okay? This isn't the fucking 90s anymore. Hello! I want everyone to fucking know Flores will be an amazing fucking coach wherever he goes. And he will be a fucking weapon. Winning 8 out of the last 9. Are you fucking kidding me? Look at the fucking Panthers! Look at them and their fucking shitty fucking goddamn record.
What's their record now with Matt Rule? It's like, what, 10-23 or something like that?
Fucking 10-22!
10-22?
23.
And the Giants just fired their coach after 2 seasons for the same record?
Yeah.
And
Letting
then
relationships...
The Dolphins just fired their coach after 8 of 9 wins.
Oh my... Letting relationships and power struggles getting the best of you. What? Okay. Listen. Ross. Mr. Stephen Ross, you're... Why the fuck would you keep Chris Greer over Flores is beyond me. You understand now, Flores will be on the top of everyone's list that just fired their fucking head coach. You understand if he now ends up on the Denver Broncos, they're gonna be fucking phenomenal. Good luck. Good luck. And now this makes me fucking pissed off. Even more at the fucking Panthers situation than I ever have been. Because if Matt Rule had been fired, there's a very fucking high chance that he would have been gone on our team. Or he would be on our team. That's not going to fucking happen now. We could have him. And he would have straightened everything the fuck out on that bullshit fucking O-line. Yeah, sure.
Oh God, imagine.
I'm going to save it. I'm so fucking pissed off at this shit. I'm genuinely fucking over it. I'm genuinely fucking over it.
Do you want to tell the people what you did? Or do you want to wait a bit until...
I'm waiting.
Okay.
I'm waiting. Joe Judge. Fired. Joe Judge, like so many other fucking coaches, almost immediately after saying the job was safe. For those of you who don't know, Joe Judge, head coach, New York Giants. John Mara, owner, was saying he found his Belichick in Joe Judge earlier this fucking season. Aaron Rodgers made a joke saying, call it all in. Next day, fucking fired. Mara said they couldn't continue. There's a quote, but who really fucking gives a fuck about the quote? The fact of the matter is, did Mara, I don't fucking know, feel a certain way after the game? Was it because he was talking to the other owners and hearing about his team being fucking terrible? Is this the other teams laughing at him and forcing him to make choices? Because they've also lost some pretty important people. Or they could be, sorry. And that could, that could potentially put them in a winning season here soon, maybe in the next 5 years. Blank slate. First time in 5 years also, a winning season. Or maybe it was because Aaron Rodgers, MVP, looking directly in the camera, going, this is some backyard football type shit. Forced Mara's hand, however you want to pronounce it. M-A-R-A, Mara. Joe Judge also had some really bad plays that he was calling. So, maybe it's just a weird, shitty situation. I think Giants fans are happy for the moment because new faces bring change. But then, at the end, you realize, oh, this fucking head coach was on this shitty fucking team, and now my team's shit. And I want to get into that, but I'm going to get into that a little bit later. But why not fire Joe Judge on the Monday when everyone else got fired? Kind of ironic. Immediately after Aaron's comments. I think an issue, too, when people leave the branch of Belichick, okay? Say whatever you want. Joe Judge may have been an asshole, whatever the fuck. Okay, I don't fucking care. But the one thing that's pissing me off, and it seems like this is what every coach is doing now, Urban Meyer, when they get off the branch of Belichick, they want to be an asshole too. They didn't have any time though to develop. You want to become like Belichick. It's no secret Belichick is an asshole, but the difference is he wins football games. Hard to be an asshole and keep your team in line when you look like Urban Meyer. But the people coming from Belichick's coaching staff, they think, okay, this is how I saw the best coach in the league. Let's be honest. I'm not being wrong here. I think a very close second is probably Mike Tomlin. Or maybe not a close second, but definitely a second. It's no secret. Okay? He's the best. And so they want to replicate because they say this is how you're going to win. And they probably even told the teams that when they get interviewed. Thing is, when you're Belichick and you say, hey, we're going to win by building this program around hard work with principles, coaching hard, and we're going to win fucking games. And you can do that if you're Belichick because his resume literally says if you listen to him and all his bullshit and do push-ups and pads and run laps and tell you at halftime that you fucking stink You will make it to the Super Bowl every other year for 20 fucking years. But if you do what Meyer did, and you stink, a bunch of grown men quit on you right there. I think you need time to let your asshole side shine. I don't know. Maybe have a positive fucking record when it comes to your wins. Like, here's the thing. You got coaches coming in who see Belichick, but they don't realize. I'm not even going to say his record. I think I talked about it before. Just look it up. Okay? I'm not even going to say it because I want you to be shocked on your own. It is fucking insane. Okay? John Madden is one of the most successful coaches in the entire league. And Belichick might be more successful than him. Get your head out of your ass. You're not Bill Belichick. Drop the fucking act. Okay? Joe Judge, Brian Flores, Nagy, Fangio, Zimmer. One thing I want to say is all these teams keep fucking recycling fucking coaches, and it's driving me fucking nuts. The thing is, too, Matt Rule, he's going to get fired. Let's be fucking honest. I don't know why the fuck we're not doing it now, but he's going to get fucking fired because he's the worst fucking coach that the league has ever fucking seen. Bar fucking none. You cannot fucking question me on this. He is the worst fucking coach in the league. And when he goes to another fucking team, the team is going to suffer for 5 fucking years. My point is, stop fucking recycling coaches. Some people are not meant to be... Listen, it's the same thing with the fucking NHL, okay? I'm sick and fucking tired of seeing the same fucking stupid old faces on the fucking back of the bench or on the fucking sideline. It drives me fucking nuts. It pisses me the fuck off. Now, here's the other part of that. You have you have coaches like Joe Brady that was on the Panthers, who is gone now because of his fucking stupidity. He is the reason why, and I'm talking about Matt Rule, why fucking Joe Brady got fired. I would fucking put money on it. I would put money on it that if any fucking NFL analyst, any fucking, sports columnist, fucking sports magazine, fucking anything, goes to Joe Brady, what was the issue? Matt Rule wasn't listening to me about the fucking O-line. And I talked about this on multiple fucking occasions. And this is why. This is why I am fucking done with this goddamn fucking team. I have officially gotten rid of everything. I threw everything out. I'm fucking done with this bullshit fucking team. What am I gonna do? What is the point? What is the fucking point anymore? When Luke Kuechly left, the fucking team died. It died. No one fucking cares anymore. You got fucking... Yeah, sure, Tepper, richest fucking owner in the league. 3 fucking quarterbacks in a fucking year? Are you fucking serious? What are you doing? Why are you just wasting money? And why fucking bring back Cam Newton? Because what's going to happen here? He fucking retires? Wow. Waste of fucking $10 million. I fucking said it before. Kyle Allen was an undrafted fucking quarterback. And I would say he arguably played better in 2018 than Cam Newton did. I don't fucking understand the point of this. Why? Do we think Matt Rule staying for another fucking season isn't gonna fucking change anything? Yeah, sure, we got rid of Pat Meyer now. Or Pat Mayer, however you pronounce this guy's fucking name. Good fucking riddance, by the way. But for what? For what? So we can draft another fucking quarterback?
I say that Matt Rule will be gone by Game 6 of next season.
I would be fucking surprised if he's... I wouldn't be fucking surprised if he's still there at the end of the season with them coming out and saying they're gonna fucking decide to keep him. Either way, I'm fucking done with this fucking team. I can't fucking do it anymore. I can't fucking handle it. The fucking decision making ever since they've got rid of Ron Rivera has been absolutely fucking ridiculous. It has been... It has been so fucking bad. And the worst part is, too, is Ron Rivera is successful right now on the Washington football team. Talk as much shit about you want, or as much shit as you want about the fucking FedEx field. We all fucking know it's shit. We all fucking know Dan Snyder needs to sort his fucking shit out. The fact that a pair of scissors were found in the fucking end zone is fucking ridiculous. But that's not even why we're fucking here talking about it. We're talking about Ron Rivera. Ron Rivera is a great fucking head coach. And I'm sure Ron Rivera was fucking pissed off. The fact that, like, the stupid fucking decision-making that is going on is driving me up the fucking wall. And I don't know, like, everyone likes picks. Everyone likes picks. I don't give a fuck about picks. I don't give a fuck about picks. Not when it's a fucking quarterback. A fucking quarterback. Oh, we need a fucking quarterback. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, we just lost, arguably, one of the best fucking middle linebackers in the league has ever fucking seen. How do you expect to replace him? He was supposed to work. He was supposed to scout for the Panthers. He said, fuck that, see ya, went to fucking McDermott for the fucking goddamn Buffalo Bills and started helping out their fucking backs. Is he working for Buffalo Bills? Who knows? But he probably got fucking fed up too. What the fuck is going on in this fucking program where there's just so much shitty fucking decision making? I'm so fucking over it. I know I'm swearing a lot, but I'm passionate. And I don't want to leave the Panthers, but I physically can't fucking do it anymore. I can't. And here's the thing. I've had a love-hate relationship. And this is why I think my love for football is so much more deeper than hockey. Because when I realized I'm not even going to lie, when I realized I needed to stop being a fan of this team, I actually cried. I felt like a fucking funeral was happening in my fucking bedroom. I was just fucking done. I can't fucking handle it anymore. I physically cannot handle it. Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand. You spend $60 million on quarterbacks for what? What are you spending $60 million on quarterbacks for?
It doesn't matter how good. Shit. It does not matter how good the person throwing the ball is. It also matters on how good the person catching the ball is. And if you have nobody on the offensive line that can do that,
well, let's not even get to the receivers. If the fucking O-line just opens up and goes, "All right, march on in," every fucking quarterback is gonna look like shit.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. This was something I wanted to talk about in regards to the game that they played on Week 18. Like
the O-line is the worst in the fucking league.
The open pockets that just let the pocket's open. Darnold is wide open. Anybody can walk through.
What's he supposed to do? Yeah, we all talked about T.J. Watt fucking getting 22.5 sacks. If they would have fucking
Panthers,
faced off, he would be at fucking 79. 79 easy. And he would have said, "Oh, the only reason why I couldn't get 80 is because by the time I hit the fucking 80th sack, the fucking whistle was called and the game ended." Like, this fucking team is so fucking bad. And I know that they don't have that bad of a record compared to fucking goddamn Detroit Lions and the fucking Jacksonville Jaguars. But listen, I have friends that are Detroit Lions fans, and I said, okay,
why
are you still a fan? And they say everyone that's on that, they said it without even me bringing it up. Everyone that's on that team is excited to be a Lion. Calvin Johnson was a fucking Lion. Calvin Johnson was a Lion. Imagine if you fucking played for literally any other team. He would have had... I mean, Cooper Kupp would not be even getting close to his fucking record. And also, good on Cooper Kupp. Good on Cooper Kupp. Played fucking amazing football this year. But that's not my point. And I'm going to get into Cooper Kupp in a second. And the Rams. But listen, I physically cannot do it anymore. And when I heard my friends talk, I have two friends that are very big Detroit Lions fans, and I said, listen, I need to know. And they just have hope. The thing is, I go into every season expecting one thing. Top 5 picks in the fucking NFL draft. Top 5. Easy. Top. If not, top 3. And guess what we're drafting? A fucking quarterback. It drives me up the fucking wall.
The other
The
thing
Giants
too,
fired their coach. I'm bringing this up one more time. The Giants fired their coach. Joe Judge. Matt Rule now is 0-6 against all of the coaches who have been fired since Monday. What the fuck are we doing here, Tepper?
the thing is here, like, this team shows flashes of brilliance. Like, don't get me wrong, Sam Darnold does seem to be a fairly decent quarterback. Like, they played well in the first like quarter, I believe it was the first quarter. Like, they had 13 minutes of possession in the first quarter, 24 plays to Tampa's 3 in the first quarter of that game, and then once Tampa got the ball, they didn't let the Panthers do anything.
They just fucking let everything go. They said, oops, and just, fuck
The
it.
Panthers get up and they're like, okay, we're going to defend. Defend with what? What do you have? Work on the O-line. And maybe get a receiver. Don't draft a fucking quarterback again.
Yeah, we fucking... No. Dave.
No more we.
Yeah, no more fucking we. I deleted every single fucking wallpaper. I fucking threw out everything I own that's Carolina Panthers. I'm fucking done. I didn't want to fucking donate it because who the fucking right mind in Ontario wants to be a fucking Panthers fan? There's a reason why I couldn't find jack shit in this fucking city. Okay? Listen. I'm going to get into better times now.
Better times.
You're probably wondering, okay, who are you going for?
Whose team?
What
team?
I talked about Mac Jones a lot. I talked about Herbert a little bit. I also talked about Joe. Actually, no, I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't talk about Herbert that much. I did talk about Joe Burrows though.
Yes, you did. Last show, you talked a lot about Joe Burrow.
Yes, and I'm very happy for him. I love watching him play football, and specifically, I like watching Joe Burrows have fun on the field with Jamar Chase because they played in LSU together. But I also have, with the amount of times I've talked about Bill Belichick, people probably think, oh, obviously that's his favorite coach. It's not. He's not. Sorry.
No, it's Matt Rule. He's gonna leave the call.
Sean McVay is probably... See, Bill Belichick might be the best coach in the league. Sean McVay might be the perfect coach in the league. Higbee scored a touchdown, and Sean McVay ran down his sideline to the end zone and celebrated with his team, and the fucking referee said, "You gotta get out! You're not allowed here. What are you doing?" and he fucking laughed about it real quick, and he ran back to his sideline. But listen,
that's a supportive coach.
Exactly. I talked about it before too. OBJ, when you went to that team, I talked very highly about Sean McVay. I talked very highly about the LA Rams program. I love that team. They've always been my second team. Now, here's the thing. I had a hard time with this. I do technically, I have a team in my heart that will always be there. And that is the Washington Redskins / the Washington football team. And I thought, let me be completely out of the ordinary. And I looked at all the teams, and I kept coming down to the LA Rams. And it was because of Sean McVay. I like how they changed Matthew Stafford. I like what they're doing with Cooper Kupp. I like how literally everyone that doubted OBJ being good on the LA Rams is now second guessing themselves and eating their own words, because I don't know if it led to the end of the season, but at one point I know he was a touchdown per game, and it just made perfect sense to me. I was watching them face off against the 49ers. And yeah, sure, they lost. But I liked McVay's response. Who gives a fuck? It happens. I love their coaching staff. Obviously, Sean McVay. But Raheem Morris, Kevin O'Connell. I even like their special teams. And I don't remember Joe DeCamillis sounds familiar. They have a senior coaching assistant on there on the team that's been there for like 20 years. I'm very happy. I wish I fully committed to the LA Rams when they became the LA Rams. Or at the very least, when they released their new logo and their new uniforms. Yes, sorry. It's definitely hard for me to leave, but I know that I've been having much more fun watching the LA Rams, watching the Patriots, watching the Cincinnati Bengals. I can't stand watching the Panthers play. I can't. I can't stand the look. I can't stand when the camera pans to Matt Rule and he's looking up at the fucking whatever the fuck with his face squinched. It drives me fucking nuts. Ask Tyler. I was talking shit about him every time that he showed up on the camera against the Buccaneers.
It was so bad.
And here's the thing.
Look at his stupid face.
I was pissed off throughout the entirety of that game. I was pissed off even when they were winning. I said, yeah, sure. Now they're fucking
Why
winning.
are you trying now?
And then they lose.
You said the same thing about Detroit, too, that game. You were like, why are you trying now?
Yeah. I know why. I know why the Detroit Lions. I joked about the Detroit Lions, but I know why they won.
But you were serious about the Panthers.
But I was serious about the Panthers. The Detroit Lions won because MCDC knows, hey, let's just fucking get wins. Let's not worry about fucking
Hey, guys,
picks.
let's come together. This guy, I had it in my notes here as like just a short thing. MCDC has this team together as a team.
100%.
Working together as a team. Everybody there wants to be a Lion because MCDC makes it important to be a Lion.
Exactly. Hey, guys, we're all going to get this together. Yeah. It's perfect to be a Lion. Yeah. Fucking great fucking
Peter.
Guy. Great fucking guy. Yeah, I am now officially a Rams fan.
So you are now officially, like, we have divisional rivals, you and me.
In terms of what? The LA Rams and
The Seahawks.
Oh, that's right. Yes, I forgot that you were a Seahawks fan. Yeah, looks like now we're facing off twice in a year, or twice in a season.
Let's get it. Go Seahawks.
Yeah, I still feel bad for leaving. I don't want to. And I'll never come back to this team. Regardless. I know it's kind of happening with me and the Washington Capitals. I'm slowly
but you don't have an Ovechkin-like player on the Panthers.
I mean, Christian McCaffrey could be the player. But I'm sorry. okay, I might be biased now, but imagine if he was on the fucking LA Rams.
And not getting injured. Because the offensive line is crap and can't.
Well, it's not even that. It's... You lose one player and what? You fucking stink for 2 seasons in a row? Fucking grow up.
It's going to be Matt Rule's entire excuse all next season. Yeah, CMC wasn't here.
Oh, Jay-Z did it in 7. Yeah, okay. You know what, buddy? Hit the fucking road. All right?
Move on.
Yeah, how you doing? Keep it moving. If I was him, I'd be telling my wife to pack up the shit you don't need right now. We're going to be gone by this time next year.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch the fucking New York Jets
than
this fucking team.
Oh. Damn. You mean the New Jersey Jets?
If I could get the Jacksonville Jaguars on TV, I'd be watching them. Because, in all honesty, I like that team. When I first heard about Trevor Lawrence, what, 5 fucking years ago? Everyone knew this kid was going to be a fucking star. I didn't want him on that fucking team. Plus, Gardner Minshew got drafted to that team. I'm a Gardner Minshew fan. I cannot stand the fucking Panthers, though, man. Like, I fucking can't do it. I just physically can't do it anymore. I can't. I don't like any of the fucking decision. The fact that the fans, like, not even just me, go on any fucking post or any post press conference that Matt Rule came out, just fucking constant comments. O-line this, O-line that, O-line this, O-line that, O-line this, O-line that, O-line this, O-line that.
Yep.
So, what's happening? Are you
Fans
guys not
aren't
watching
stupid.
film?
Fans aren't stupid.
I mean, some of them are.
Okay,
honest,
yeah, obviously some of them are,
extent,
but like we at least know what's going on, at least to some degree, on the field because we're watching every game. We're sitting down every single Sunday, or every single Monday, or every single Thursday, and watching a game.
Exactly.
Even on Sundays, people are watching games starting at 1 all the way to midnight.
Exactly.
We're not stupid. It's a joke.
It sucks because I also had like a thought of, with me starting this podcast, maybe I can get Taylor and Tyler fans of the Panthers. I don't want them touching this fucking team with a 5-foot pole.
We already have to deal with the Leafs, so give us some.
And here's the thing too. I think my love-hate relationship is somewhat might be deeper than your guys' love-hate relationship with the Leafs. And I think it boils down to one thing, and that's just the fact that I can only watch, before I could only watch them, 16 times in regular season. So I didn't get much football. So, all my focus is football when season is. I mean, look how much stuff we talk about football so much. This is my thing. This is my groove. Okay, this is my dance. Okay, we're all dancing. We're learning the Macarena, or whatever the fuck. I don't know how to do much else other than that or the chicken dance. This is my shit. Okay, this is my bread and butter. And when it's football season, it's football season.
Yeah.
Okay. It's I think it's a little bit different, and I mean, I talked about it before. I stopped being a Capitals fan. That was more of an easier task to switch teams than this. Like I said, I got emotional and I actually fucking cried. I felt like I was betraying Luke Kuechly. I felt like I was betraying Julius Peppers and Greg Olson, because I watched those guys play. I'm getting emotional now. It sucks. It really sucks. And it boils down, and I know it's stupid to cry over something like this or to get emotional over something like this, but this season was different. This season was very different.
Well, I feel like in sports, every team is like a character in a show. You know, like say for example, like you're a big fan of, I don't know, let's say The Office or Friends or something like that. You start getting emotionally connected to these teams or to a team, and so when you inevitably feel that you have to stop liking this character because something you don't like something that they do, it hurts. You know.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, I kind of know how you feel because, like, as a child, I gave up on hockey for a significant amount of my teenage years. I
thought
didn't
about
pay
doing that
attention to
too.
sports.
I thought about doing that too, and I thought, you know what, I can't just drop football, and that's what made it hard, even harder, because my only option was, I love football way too much for me to not watch it, for me not to care. I had no choice but to just stop caring about the Panthers. If I'm being honest, I was already done with this team by week 10. And when I watched that game against the Buccaneers on week 18, that was the first time I watched since week 11. And I didn't even watch the full game.
No.
I watched maybe 9 minutes of the first quarter, and
You just couldn't get invested. When
I
you find that you
couldn't
can't get
fucking do it.
invested, it's
I dreaded watching. Like I said, I dreaded watching Panthers games. I was more focused this season on Mac Jones. I was more focused this season on Joe Burrows.
Micah
I was
Parsons,
more Micah Parsons, for
Jonathan
example.
Taylor.
Like, Jonathan Taylor, TJ Watt. Like, there's just so many players. Like, it's a tough realization for me, and I don't know if we would have a different, like, for example, maybe we had a different coach and we had a different record in the last 2 years. If maybe Christian McCaffrey was healthy and played full seasons, if I would still be doing this. But unfortunately, this is the reality, and I knew by week 11. I knew. I can't. It's like no one cares on the team. And, like, yeah, sure, I know there's fans of the Dallas Cowboys that are probably in a similar feeling than I am. Like, look how long it's been for them. They made it.
Yep.
They have a winning season. Detroit Lions, Jacksonville Jaguars,
The Jets.
Jets. These coaching staffs, these players still care. And why am I going to care about a team that doesn't care about themselves? I feel like I'm wasting my energy with a team that gives up after the first quarter, that gives no effort, that recycles players because We have a very rich fucking owner.
And they were good for us 5 years ago until one fumble.
Yeah. I'm not going to sit on this any longer. I'm not going to question it anymore. I'm not going to ask myself if I'm making the right decision. I'm not going to look back on this and think I made a mistake. I'm not going to think I made the wrong decision. I'm not going to regret it. Even if they pull a Washington Capitals and win the Super Bowl next year, good for them. I'm at a point now where I'm disgusted with this team.
Are you a Rams fan now, or are you waiting until the next season?
I am a full-blown Rams fan right now.
Okay, so you're cheering for the playoffs.
I have already... The way I dove in with the Tampa Bay Lightning, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
is what I did with the Rams. I dropped a few $100s on lids and got some gear.
A couple T-shirts from Sport Check.
Fuck no. No, I got some good shit from lids, from their fan from their Fanatic stuff.
Yeah.
And all branded shit. And yeah, I'm fully invested. And I noticed it when I was watching the Rams and the 49ers. It felt like already, before I even really sat down with myself, that they were my team.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I decided not to wait. And again, I've watched more games of LA than the Panthers this year anyway. I've consistently watched every single one. Between them, the Bengals, and the Patriots, those were the three teams I was deciding through, because I figured, hey, if I'm going to pick a team, it's going to be a team that I really enjoy. So
Yeah.
I need to look at what I really liked about the teams. If I could, then I looked at, okay, can I be a fan of this team in 5 years? And then I looked at, okay, if I'm getting in a relationship with someone, would I be proud to say which is stupid, would I be proud to say I'm an LA Rams fan to a fucking girlfriend or something like that? Would I be proud to say, you know, I bought my new kids LA Rams gear? Would I be like, it was just stuff like that. There's so many things. Do I like the coaching staff? Do I like the players? Do I like the previous players? Did I like the St. Louis Rams? There was a lot. And yep. I boiled down to absolutely. There's a lot. I mean, the team has been around for a long while. There's a rich history there. From LA to St. Louis to back to LA. Like, there's a lot there. And to me, it was a no-brainer. I'm not going to lie, a lot of it had to do with Sean McVay, because he is my favorite coach that has ever been in the league next to Belichick. But yeah, Cooper Kupp, Higbee, Stafford, Aaron Donald, like, these are all great. There's so many more other players I can name. But, I mean, I love everyone on this team. There were so many people. Like, I liked a small, and I mean a very small handful of the current Panthers roster. And, yeah. Like,
yeah, if you can't get behind the team, if you can't get behind the players, then
what am I doing?
How are you supposed to be a fan of the team?
Exactly. I don't want to keep beating this with a dead horse. I am now a Rams fan. And I'm sure a couple of people have also kind of noticed, too, that there's been a profile picture of OBJ in the Rams gear. That is when I really started thinking about it.
Yeah, so it's been a while.
Yes. There's also another picture, and I forget the name of him. It was through preseason. And give me a second here. was Perkins. We all saw the famous picture. We used it for a while of Perkins hopping over an LA Chargers player. And that, again, I was still thinking about it. The Rams have always been there in the back of my mind. So this isn't a spontaneous thing. This isn't something that I decided out of willy-nilly. And also a couple years ago, I briefly gave up on the Panthers and said I was a fan of LA Rams on Twitter. And but unfortunately I just didn't fully commit. I was half joking. But I've been thinking about it ever since, and now it just makes the most sense to leave. And I feel like I'm breaking up with a girlfriend. That's what it really feels like. It feels
Divorce.
Like I genuinely feel very sad about this, and I feel like I'm going against my childhood. If you guys still haven't seen like the John Madden video I made, I Carolina Panthers, Washington Redskins, and a little bit of the Minnesota Vikings were my three favorite teams. My love for the Panthers turned into pure hatred. And on that note, I don't have anything to add. Tyler, do you want to talk about anything else?
I just want to say we got the wild card weekend coming up. So starting off on Saturday or Saturday. No, sorry. Starting off on Saturday, we've got Vegas and Cincinnati. Then we got the Patriots versus the Bills, and then we've got Sunday games: Eagles, Bucks, Niners, Cowboys, Steelers, Chiefs, and then on Monday we've got Cardinals and Rams. It's going to be a jam-packed weekend for NFL football. First round, Packers and Titans have the first round bye. Do you want to kind of mention what our plans are for this weekend so people can kind of get prepared for what's going on?
Yes. So what we're thinking about doing is Saturday, there's going to be an episode. Sunday, there is going to be an episode. Monday, there is going to be an episode.
And these will be all after the games on those days.
After every single one. These are not going to be official episodes. They're going to be bonus episodes. Whether or not they go on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, that is up in the air. We might just be posting them on it might just be SoundCloud.
Have you gotten the YouTube situation sorted out yet, by the way?
Yeah, for some reason we are unable to get the videos uploaded. But we're going to be working on that and trying to get that sorted out, and hopefully something can come out of it soon. But we will see you guys Saturday night. Keep your head up. Make sure you don't get hit. I'm not even going to say keep your stick on the ice.
No, because this is football season, playoff season, boys.
This is football playoff season. And yeah, just keep your head up. Keep your head up. All right. Have a good one, guys.
See ya.
Thank you for listening. The Behind the Boards show will return next week.
Thank you guys so much for listening. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, be sure to drop a 5-star if you enjoyed it, and to follow our social media to stay up to date with upcoming episodes every week.